Hello, my name is Vivek Bhan. I'm the SVP and co-GM of the High Performance Computing Analog and Power Solution Group. I will take the opportunity today to present our automotive strategy and the progress in our automotive business, products, and technologies. Next slide, please. Let me start by highlighting that automotive continues to be a very exciting growth area for the market as well as for Renesas. Number of vehicles continue to grow. We also are expecting to see continuous increase in content and demand for semiconductors per vehicle. Overall TAM for semiconductors and the adoption of new architectures provides significant opportunity for growth for Renesas and Renesas products. Next slide, please. As we look into our current financials, we have achieved strong growth with 30% CAGR from 2020 to 2022. With our continuous activities and product mix changes, we have improved our gross margin year over year. During this period from 2020 to 2022, we have achieved growth in key multiple application segments like vehicle control, cockpits, and growing focus areas like ADAS, EV, and gateways. Overall, very good progress with top-line growth and bottom-line profitability for Renesas in automotive space. Next slide, please. Let me take the opportunity to summarize our overall strategy and direction for automotive growth. We will continue to accelerate focus on our key growth segments around electrification, ADAS, and EV with our solutions and application focus. In addition to these focus areas for EV, and ADAS, we are going to expand our product offerings by enhancing and collaborating across various Renesas groups beyond automotive, which enables us to bring more existing technologies from non-automotive space to more automotive qualified versions. With this IP and product reuse and strong collaboration for software frameworks, tools, customers, we expect to further accelerate our automotive business. Next slide, please. Let me share some more color and details on EE applications, as well as architecture trends, which continue to evolve and provide growth opportunities for Renesas. Next slide, please. EE or electrification is one of our key focus segments, and we have already MCU design wins in various domain controllers in various zonal architectures along the globe, winning with global customers. The continuous evolution of EE architectures allows Renesas to provide differentiating solutions to address the evolving requirements of the EE space. We as Renesas see opportunities in MCU, in compute, as well as in analog, with expanding domain and zonal implementations. We expect our growth in EE to exceed the overall growth of the market in the next 5 years or so. Next slide, please. Providing more color in Renesas for our EE architectures, we offer a very rich portfolio of products which cover end-to-end compute solutions covering full range from low-end applications to high-performance compute implementations. We offer scalability with our product families, with higher levels of reusability of hardware and software across various IP segments. We will continue to provide enhanced flexibility to support a broader ecosystem and a wide range of partners. As is shown in this slide, we continue to expand our products for high-performance compute. We are doing more solutions for cross-domain applications. We are extending our products and solutions for domain and zone architectures, which is further fueling our growth going forward. We will continue to invest and expand our proprietary RH850 architectures, which have a very rich history of adoption in the market on both hardware and software side. Along with the RH850 products that will continue to grow, we also announced today that we will expand our portfolio by introducing ARM-based MCUs for automotive applications, starting with those products for vehicle control solutions. By also introducing ARM-based MCUs, we expand our reach in the market and also allow for more software reuse from SoCs to MCUs using ARM cores. In addition, we will also provide more products for crossover MCU capabilities. Crossover combines the high performance of SoCs along with the strong capabilities of MCU like fast boot and power consumption. So our product portfolio is expanding, and that provides the foundation for our growth going forward. Next slide, please. In addition to our products and hardware, our focus and investments in software continue to grow. We are providing more tool suites that can offer optimized opportunities for artificial intelligence as well as compute solutions in general. Our software-first approach through virtual environments allows opportunities for our customers to accelerate vehicle deployments and also allow early system verification and optimization. Renesas will provide cloud-based environments for customers to start early automotive application software development and evaluation without having to rely or wait for physical hardware. With these virtual environments, enhanced compilers, simulators, estimators, customer can validate systems and use cases a lot earlier. They can optimize and improve their solutions, thereby accelerating development and deployment of Renesas products and customer solutions faster into the market. Next slide, please. After E, let me talk about the next key segment for us, which is autonomous driving or ADAS, and I'll provide some more color on our activities in this space and the applications that we serve. Next slide, please. ADAS growth, as you can see in this slide, is expected to exceed overall market, driven by our compute product portfolio, our ability to offer more solutions in sensors, including camera and radar sensor solutions, as well as combining a lot of these products with our analog offerings. Applications like front-end cameras, parking, autonomous driving, higher integration of sensors and sensor fusion continue to provide opportunities for Renesas to grow into ADAS markets. Next slide, please. As we know, sensor fusion and integration of increasing number of sensors and sensor technologies continue to be key trends for ADAS and the automotive space. We are expanding our radar family of products from MMICs to integrating more complex digital to provide solutions for satellite and smart radar applications over time. We are also pushing through multiple engagements our current MMIC products with our customers and have successfully demonstrated proof of concept with radar MMICs along with our car SoCs. Camera and radar applications will be serviced through various Renesas products and solutions with underlying focus on better integration, improved power consumption, and overall efficiency and BOM size for the systems that we put together. Next slide, please. With our products and with our product portfolio, which is expanding, we're also increasing our compute capabilities with a wide range of solutions to meet ADAS segments. When I say higher compute, we are talking about higher range of TOPS, higher DMIPS that we can offer, more sensors that we can integrate. And all these are part of growing trends that we can address through Renesas roadmaps. Our cloud-based development tools are capabilities to offer agile network support will enable global teams and partners to accelerate adoption and deployment of the solutions into the market. We as Renesas continue to invest and improve our artificial intelligence capabilities, software suites, and AI toolchain to simplify customer journey and capabilities to estimate, validate, and optimize AI networks and layers. Also, what is important is increasing the attach rate of our analog products like power management to our own compute solutions. And that attach rate increase will be a strong focus for our strategy going forward, which will not only increase the content in ADAS solutions from Renesas, but also allow us to optimize complete solutions better, make them more power efficient, as well as overall reduce the size of the system and the BOM for that particular application. Next slide. I talked about electrification and ADAS. The other key segment as part of our strategy and very important for our growth is electric vehicles. EV is a very strong growth space in the market, as we know, and is a strong focus area for Renesas. Let me take the opportunity to share some activities that we are doing to significantly grow our presence in various global EV solutions. EV adoptions continue to increase around the world. We expect very strong contribution to our revenue growth driven by our broad portfolio of products for EV, as well as our capability to combine that wide portfolio to build and offer better optimized complete system solutions. We are also increasing our investments for power products for the EV space. Some of that was shared by Shibata-san earlier in his presentation. Overall, EE is another strong strategic focus area for us, where we see strong growth potential and expect to exceed overall market CAGR in terms of our own progression. Next slide. Let me talk more about our EV activities. Renesas has a very broad portfolio to offer when you look at our digital, analog, power, and software products. With this broad portfolio, we can also offer fully validated and optimized system solutions integrating the different products in our portfolio. The various solutions for EV that we can put together can enable new OEMs and emerging players to get into markets a lot faster. We are also growing our set of system and winning combo solutions, some that Chris also talked about, that integrate a lot more content from Renesas and allow us to offer solutions and reference designs that are optimized for cost and performance for systems like traction inverters, battery management systems, power chain DC-DC converters for different EV implementations. Next slide, please. This slide highlights some key systems like traction inverters or onboard chargers or power supply networks or any DC-DC structure that can be completely developed and optimized using Renesas product portfolio. Through our products, we continue to focus on improving vehicle range, higher power efficiency, accuracy of our products, including battery health, and a more integrated BOM through these optimized system solutions. We are also adding algorithms and flexibility to fine-tune performance for our customers as we continue to grow our product offerings in the EV space. Next slide, please. To further highlight the strength of Renesas's broad product portfolio, what is important to also understand is that we can offer solutions for different emerging trends that we see in the EV market, including various combinations for ECUs. In the slide shown are examples of independent ECU architecture as well as integrated ECU functions in what is called an EXL implementation. These different trends require different system integration and BOM optimization, and all those can be addressed through different products in the Renesas roadmap. Our system knowledge that also Chris talked about, which is growing, our rich portfolio, as well as our flexibility to address different configurations allows Renesas to offer a breadth of solutions for various market needs and various market regions. Next slide, please. Power, I think Renesas is very vested in growing power business. Shibata-san talked about it. Power is a key component of the EV market and a very important segment for Renesas growth also. As we grow our investments, we are investing and expanding our product offerings. For IGBT shown on the left-hand side, we are offering new AE5 process, which allows significant improvement in power loss, thereby improving efficiency of the products, enabling longer drive range and battery life. With our K6 fab with 300-meter capability, we offer mass production for these new IGBT AE5 devices from 2025. Today, as Shibata-san mentioned, we are also very excited to announce our silicon carbide-related actions and progress. For silicon carbide, we will have an in-house fab ready for production from 2025 with increasing capacity in the following years. We have auto-qualified silicon carbide MOSFET samples available from third quarter of this year, third quarter of 2023, for our customers to validate in their systems. Renesas will offer devices for silicon carbide for different voltage ranges, whether 650 volts, 1200 volt applications, or even 1700 volt applications, with competitive performance, as well as increasing investments in capacity. With both IGBT and silicon carbide product portfolio, we expect to accelerate the growing needs for power in the EV space. It also allows us to take those power solutions and integrate them with our own gate driver units and take those combination of subsystems into our own inverter solutions driven by Renesas MCUs, Renesas PMIC, as well as Renesas sensors to offer complete system solutions with majority of the content coming from Renesas. Next slide, please. As I mentioned earlier, and it was covered by Shibata-san and Shuhei, as well as in Chris, Renesas is uniquely placed as we have a very strong automotive and non-automotive product portfolio and a lot of technologies to offer in both automotive and non-automotive. There is a significant company-wide effort to increase growth in utilizing these technologies and IP, specifically from non-auto segments like consumer, connectivity, servers, space, into the auto industry. As we know, the progression of auto architectures continue to integrate more features and more performance like what we have seen in the consumer service space. Next slide, please. Just to illustrate that opportunity, we can leverage assets from non-auto to auto. As you can see from this slide, there are many of our industrial and consumer technologies that are also needed and required for automotive applications. By quickly bringing these technologies across within Renesas, we quickly expand our products. We create new opportunities to expand the business, and we diversify our revenue contributors. We are excited about existing technologies that we have in NFC, BLE, LED, haptics, in the non-auto space, and how we can leverage that and qualify them for auto, thereby allowing Renesas to offer more broad portfolio of products and more complete solutions for various automotive applications. Next slide, please. This slide is another example of family of connected technologies that we already offer in our industrial and consumer space and can now quickly be adopted, modified, and auto-qualified. Adoption of cross-collaboration across Renesas, beyond the work done by the current automotive teams, allows us to leverage IP products, deliver better solutions in areas of digital keying, wireless BMS, or tire pressure monitors. In addition to IP and technologies, we are also now leveraging heavily across the company frameworks and tools that provide better infrastructure for our customers for faster deployment and development of products. Next slide, please. This is my last slide. So again, thank you for listening to the presentation on automotive. We are very excited and looking forward to driving growth in our strategic areas through investments that we are making. Investments in end-to-end compute solutions, including high-performance compute. Number two, strengthening further our #1 position in MCU by not only expanding our RH8 family-based product, but also introducing today ARM-based MCU products in automotive space. We are growing our software investments, our development and capabilities around AI, as well as our overall tool infrastructure as key areas for us to compete globally and also accelerate and simplify customer adoption for our products. A lot of what Chris also spoke about. What is also important is we are investing in power devices like silicon carbide and IGBT. And we'll be offering these products through our internal manufacturing and foundries. And last key point here is we are leveraging IP and product across non-auto into automotive applications, providing another frontier to grow and win and expand in the global market space. Automotive is a key area for Renesas. We are investing in it and believe we can grow the business significantly in the next 5 or so years. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We'd like to open the floor for questions. And so if you have any question, please use the raise hand icon on your screen. Due to time limit, we would like to limit 2 questions per 1 person. We'd like to ask Yamamoto-san from Mizuho Securities to ask your question. Please unmute yourself. Yes, this is Yamamoto from Mizuho Securities. Thank you very much for taking up my question. So for power semiconductor, I have a question for power semiconductor. Please wait for a second, sorry. Please continue. So yes, my question is about power semiconductor. You're going to enhance power semiconductor for auto. Now, if you're going to enhance, but at the same time, Renesas, is this related to how Renesas has become much strong to analog? Now, Vivek, you came from dialogue. But then Renesas has also Intersil has been acquiring a lot of other entities. And so nowadays the analog products has become much stronger in Renesas. And so in that sense, even if it's for auto, do you believe the fact that analog portfolio is now becoming richer is really enhancing, it's really pushing, it's becoming a boost, a driver to enhance SiC and IGBT? Do you think that's the case? Or it doesn't have nothing to do with that? In other words, with EV, there's going to be SiC, IGBT anyway. And because you have technology, is it just about adding more capex? How is the trend, or how do you see it?
Thank you, and a very, very good question. So I think you had multiple portions of your question, so I'll try to answer it one by one. The first question was, do we believe we are becoming very strong in analog due to the acquisitions that we have done, as well as the recent investments in our roadmap? Absolutely, yes. Renesas traditionally was very well known for microcontrollers, and we did a lot of SoC compute activities. With the acquisitions with Intersil, IDT, and then Dialog, there has been a significant increase in our analog capabilities that complement very well what we do on the digital side. So that is absolutely a correct observation on your side. As far as power is concerned, we see power as a very critical area. We see power also a very critical area for EV and automotive, as well as Chris mentioned, power will be important also in many energy applications, solar applications, wind, and so forth. And we do recognize and realize that. We have been investing in building teams for power and improving what we already had in Renesas, capabilities for power, and further enhancing those capabilities to offer differentiating solutions. So that is one reason that we feel confident in our journey for power going forward. Also, as I mentioned, it is not only about offering SiC devices and IGBT devices. We intend to integrate those devices with our own analog gate driver units that could potentially be driven by our own microcontrollers and sensors and be able to provide complete solutions integrating digital, analog, power, and software together. So when you look at our system capabilities, our growing strength in analog, and our increasing investment in power, all these allow Renesas to participate and expand what we could do compared to what we were doing in the past. And that positions us very well, not only in power, but also as a strong solutions provider going forward in automotive as well as in non-automotive space.
Thank you very much.
I do have a follow-up question. So Infineon and ST Micron and Europe, they would have MCU and SoC. I do believe they also have their product, MCU and SoC. But how much do you think? I mean, I'm not exactly sure how Renesas is strong in analog in that space compared to these peers. But I understand European peers could be like a bit ahead in some areas. But then, how do you compare Renesas product lineup? What is their strength in being able to offer a complete solution versus what the European peers would be able to offer? Do you think the users would feel the difference, or from the users, is it not that much difference? How do you feel? How do you think you'd be able to differentiate yourself?
Again, very, very good question. So the question is, we have a very broad portfolio and we can offer system solutions. So can a few of our key competitors, although they don't have all the components that we have, but they do have a share of components that are matching our portfolio. What we are focused, and Shivasan also mentioned to it, is making sure that one, we focus heavily on differentiation in terms of whether it's power efficiency, it's BOM size, whether it is how we bring these components together. It's not only how you define different components and integrate them, but also how you define from the beginning a solution when it comes together is more optimized than anyone picking up different components from different suppliers. So we are focused on optimizing the system. We are focused on providing differentiation as well as making sure the value of the total solution, not only in terms of hardware, software, user experience, customer support, but in general, our KPIs are able to provide that value and translate that to what our customers are also putting into the market. So we feel strongly about our system growth, our system solutions, and our wide portfolio that enables us to deliver that differentiation to the market.
Thank you very much. Semiconductor portal, Suda-san, please unmute yourself and present your question.
Hello, this is Kenji Tsuda, technology journalist of Semiconductor Portal. I have two questions about, one is the sensor fusion, and the other one is the EE architecture. First of all, the sensor fusion, you showed a lot of the radar system integrated, many of the integration of the radar system, but I cannot understand the future smart radar. What do you mean by the smart radar? And the other one is, don't you think about the use of the LiDAR system, not radar and the LiDAR? This is the first questions, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me answer your first question and look forward to your second question also. So what I talked about ADAS is a growing space for more integration of sensors and solutions that enable more autonomous and driver-assisted driving. We already had a very strong presence with camera solutions. To our camera solutions, we are also adding significant capabilities in radar solutions. By combining camera capabilities with radar, we offer a broader sensor fusion system together. As far as your question on satellite radar versus future versions of radar, they are different architectures with different amounts of digital integration and decision-making, whether it is done in a centralized structure or it is done at the periphery. So whether the data goes to the centralized SoC and that's where we make all the decisions, or is some of the decision-making done at the distributed endpoint to reduce the amount of traffic that has to go to central SoCs. Different market architectures are in play, and through our wide portfolio of products, we can service through MMIC solutions, satellite radars, and smart radars, different approaches that OEMs are adopting for radar implementation and integration in the market. As for your question on LiDAR, LiDAR is also a technology that has been discussed for level 2 or level 2 plus or even level 3. Majority of those solutions are delivered through camera and radar integrated sensor solutions. The adoption for LiDAR has been slow. There is expectation that LiDAR will become of interest, but maybe we still see that, at least from our viewpoint, 5 to 7 years out. So we are keeping an eye on LiDAR, but definitely the opportunities that we see from customers are around cameras and radar-based solutions.
Thank you very much. And the second question about this one is the EE architecture. I am very impressed with you showed that the more integration of the OBC and BMS, battery management system, and traction inverter as well. So when do you see expect the such a whole integration of the EE architecture, especially in EV system? When will you expect that such a availability of such a system?
Another very, very good question about our system cell, and we talked about in the EV space, we providing complete traction inverter integration or OBC integration. So a lot of those reference designs are already being developed. We have some early versions of testing and validation happening. As it happens over the course of the next 6 months and 1 year, we will start bringing more and more of those winning combinations and reference designs into the market. So it is a continuous process, and I would say some of the work is already underway. And in the next year, next 18 months, you will see a lot more reference designs and system combined, system optimized solutions validated by Renesas and being offered to our customers. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next, we'd like to take a question from Izumi-san, SBI. So please unmute yourself. Yes, thank you very much. So EV and ADAS. So design in and order activity is what I would like to ask about. I think like 2 years ago, I think we were hearing like ADAS was slowing down. I think that's something that we heard like 2 years ago. But then from last year, how has it changed? Do you think EV and ADAS would become more active in terms of sales activity? Do you think it's becoming more active? So can you share with us what your outlook is and what you see at the moment? So that's my first question.
So if I understood your question correctly, your question was about EV and ADAS markets and our design in progression and interaction with our customers. We see a lot of opportunities in both EV and ADAS space. We have a lot of strong customer interest. I think Chris showed some of the progress we have made for automotive DNs, which has been very encouraging. And we expect in the next 4 to 5 years, the contribution from EV and ADAS solutions to be a significantly higher percentage of our revenue. So we have ambitious goals. We are absolutely seeing market interest. We are developing the product portfolio to support the market requirements, and we expect all that investment and effort to contribute to a significantly extended percentage of our revenue in the next 5 to 6 years.
So in other words, EV and ADAS both are really active in the market at the moment. That's how you feel, right?
As far as the market is concerned, if your question is about the overall market, yes, we do see a lot of customer interest both for ADAS as well as EV. And we see a lot of interest in the products that we are bringing to the market. So I confirm that we do see market strong growth and opportunities for EV and ADAS. Thank you.
Thank you. And so my second question is about ADAS. So the redundancy of the system is probably one important factor that you have to look at. Now, when Renesas, how do you think you've been able to fully respond to the needs from the clients in terms of this redundancy issue?
If I understand the question, your question is about redundancy, and I'm assuming this is redundancy from a safety and reliability perspective. We absolutely, in our customer discussions, talk a lot about the ASL levels of qualification, what level of redundancy and monitoring that we have to deliver, specifically for ADAS, what kind of duplication of circuits that we have to do. Those are very active part of what we do day in and day out, and they are absolutely being offered through our solutions. I also talked about not only SoC and compute, but also integration of analog and power management into our ADAS solutions. So when we look at redundancy and safety and reliability, not only are we looking at the product level, whether it's a SoC or a PMIC, but also system reliability, system functional safety, system redundancy, system monitoring, and those are part of our architecture definitions and something we discuss with customers all the time. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, thank you. I fully understand. Thank you very much.
We have received other questions. However, we need to close this Q&A segment for now. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Vivek.
Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.